There's nothing we won't try. Never heard the word impossible. This time, there's no stopping us. We're gonna do it. On your mark, get set, and go now. Got a dream, we just know now. We're gonna make our dream come true. And we'll do it our way, yes, our way. Make all our dreams come true. And we'll do it our way, yes, our way. Make all our dreams come true. For me and you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another exciting episode of The Unrelenting Alchemist. All spiritual topics all the time, bringing you the information you need to know. We're going to talk now about secret frequencies, sound entrainment, and the mind, and whether or not mind hacking is actually possible. You ever wonder why some voices feel like they pull you in? Give you an example. Let's say you're slipping into a trance. Someone's talking, or maybe they're trying to sell you something. Perhaps they're even preaching to you, or maybe they're just trying to persuade you, and you feel drawn in. Well, that's not an accident. Let's talk about brainwave entrainment. What it really is, how it works, and most importantly, are others possibly using it on you? So we'll start off with the rhythm of your mind. Right now, your brain is vibrating. No, seriously. Inside your skull, the electrical signals are bouncing between neurons in rhythmic patterns, and we'll call them brain waves. Very creative. These range from super slow delta waves, linked to deep sleep, all the way up to ultra fast gamma waves. And no, it doesn't turn you into the Hulk, but it's associated with focus and higher consciousness. And depending on your mental state, your brain will start to favor certain frequencies more than others. You feeling calm and chilled out? Maybe you're in theta or alpha mode. You're feeling alert and hyper focused? Perhaps that's beta or gamma. And now, here's where things get a bit interesting, and perhaps they even get a little bit unsettling. Hacking your consciousness. Just like a guitar string, I can actually talk today, starts to vibrate when you hit the right note. Your brain waves can synchronize that to external rhythms. That's right, if someone sends a sound, maybe even light or vibration, into your environment, and it matches a specific brainwave frequency, your brain starts to adjust to it. It's called entrainment. And this isn't science fiction. This is real neuroscience. This is physics. This is psychology. And the people who know about it, well, they're already using it. And maybe you're the one that's left behind. So let's talk about the tools of influence. The sound of suggestion. Let's start with binaural beats. And you probably heard a lot about this on different spirituality channels. Binaural beats are when two slightly different tones are played in each ear. Your brain hears the difference as a third pulse, and it syncs with it. Want someone in a passive, dreamy, suggestible state? Hit them with a 6 hertz theta beat. You want them alert and ready to act? Crank it up to a beta rhythm. Now imagine someone using that on you during a live stream, a podcast, TikTok, or even in the background music of a spiritual guru video. It's not the words that hypnotize you. It's the sound underneath, the rhythm, the pacing, the frequency. Now, aside from binaural beats, you have monaural beats, and they work similarly, but they don't need headphones. They can be played in public spaces. on speakers, in stores, at conferences. And then there's something else called isochronic tones. These repeating sound pulses occur at regular intervals, and it makes your brain fall into a targeted state, and you won't even realize it's happening. It just feels good, and it's very calming. It makes you even feel safe, and that's the trick. So what's the dark side of neurohacking? Well, let me ask you something. Why do cult leaders always use repetitive chants or rhythmic drumming? Why do some influencers talk slow in a mesmerizing cadence with soft background tones? That's not by chance. They're aligning your brainwaves to make you more open and receptive to the message, to make you more agreeable. That's how manipulation begins. Not by arguments, but by entrainment. This isn't about self-help anymore. We're talking more about control, because binaural beats can be used to kind of get yourself into a better state of mind. But here I'm talking about external actors that are using these things for their own selfish reasons, and you're the one who's being affected. That's what strobe lights can do as well, and that's why TikTok trends often feature fast flashes and transitions, because it can easily lock your attention in place and keep you fixated on that video. Then there's audio visual entrainment. Sync the pulsing around with flickering visuals, and you've created a full body trance. Suddenly, the viewer isn't just watching, they're absorbing. And what if they're absorbing something that is clearly suggestive programming? You're feeding them ideology or even subtle forms of coercion. Well, now you're not just entertained, you're being rewired. Okay, so is there an upgrade here? Well, yes, brainwave entrainment can be used for healing, can be used for deep meditation, it can help you get better sleep, and it can even help you reduce your own personal anxiety. But let's not kid ourselves. Like any tool, entrainment can be used for good, but it can also be used for manipulation. So if you're going to play with these tools, do it with intention. Use binaural beats to meditate, not to dissociate. Use neurofeedback to master your mind, not to outsource your control. Use vibration and light to heal, not to escape. Because so many people don't like to do the shadow work, don't like to confront their own inner demons. And flight is one of the first responses people like to resort to. Pay attention to who you're listening to. If a voice feels too soothing, too hypnotic, too persuasive, ask yourself, why is that? Is there something going on here that I don't know about? What's riding underneath that sound? What frequency are they tuning you into? And you'll see a lot of videos on YouTube that talk about that a lot of music that's out there today has different frequencies it uses, because those frequencies will put the listeners in a different frame of mind if they want to take advantage of them to do certain things. So this is where you take your power back. The next time you hear a pulsing beat, a dreamy voice, a hypnotic soundtrack, listen closely. Ask yourself, is this helping me? Am I being able to connect to my higher self? Or is this someone else's agenda trying to get me into the right mindset so they can do what they need to do? Because spiritual manipulation doesn't always look like outright possession or demonic force. Sometimes it can be smooth and silky, and it will sound like a soft beat in your ear and a whisper that says, follow me. But don't follow blindly. Tune your own frequency. Set your own rhythm. And if you choose to entrain to your own truth, not to anyone else's truth. If you felt that message, well, you know what? Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Share this with someone who needs to wake up, and drop a comment below. Have you ever felt hypnotized by someone's voice or music? Then this might well have helped to open your eyes a little bit. Stay sharp. Stay sovereign. You are the unrelenting alchemist. Thank you for joining me once again, in this beautiful sacred hour. As part of our show with the Unrelenting Alchemist, we are always telling you to be the very best version of yourself. So until next time, walk wisely, walk bravely, and when the dark calls, answer not with fear, but with light and fire. Thank you so much for listening. This has been another episode. Take care, and you have a wonderful evening.
And if I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you.